From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Let's go now.
Right to the air is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Daniels going to try the sneak. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them, and the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Ready.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw is Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Here we go.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I'm one, right?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11. Mighty. 11, Mighty.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Boston Seibert set to kick off.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look to
go.
get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Back.
After the pick six, here's Burrow again. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak it.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a first and 10.
Gun. Back. 11 MT.
An inside give, Brown. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11.
Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
On the double.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
65 catch.
Now Daniels. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They go play action. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go. Set. Go.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second and a couple.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Olamide Zaccheaus. 35 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Bengals, Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Dot.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
11. Dot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
Hey, we're good.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 7.
Dot.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
12.
First and 10
11.
24-yard line.
Dot.
Now Burrow. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
11 mighty. Dot.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Here we go. Eleven. Dot.
Burrow will throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So
I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's Daniels. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready, set.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Dragon 60.
To throw from his end zone, Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Rig alert, rig alert. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready?
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
11.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. Eleven, 11. Shot.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Go.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Once more, here's Eckler. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to it.
This 2nd and 4.
Warriors, 70. Go.
To the air goes Daniels. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Okay,
a tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
To throw is Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Seibert's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler from 17 yards out. And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Let's get set. 12, 12, 12.
He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
23 yards. That's another Cincinnati Bengals.
He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Gun. Dot. 11 Thomas. Dot.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
From the 33, here's second down and a yard.
Let's go.
Now Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, first and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. This will be caught by Brown. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Second down and a yard.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is third and a yard. Up the middle with Eckler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. To the right side and intercepted.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Let's go now.
It's Eckler again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish,
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Here's Austin Seibert now to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium in Landover. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. The guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 11 MT. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
12. 11. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the gun, a give to Brown. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
11 Thomas. What is up?
Right back to Brown. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And Jalen Holmes in on the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 1, ready?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Gun. Got. Thomas.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown.
Here we go.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
11 mighty.
Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, 30 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. but they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set it, go.
Daniels looking to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Come on, set.
Here's Daniels. Under pressure, they got him again. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Tag. Stop low, 18. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And they're knocking on the door now, as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Getting to the ball that time was Jeremy Chin.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front.
Here we go.
Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Burrow will throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Burrow going to change things up. Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ready? Ready? Ready, ready?
A handoff. It's Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
Ready? Let go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and 5.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
On the jump.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Get it. Get it.
to throw is Daniels.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
7 Pirates, 7. Tag. Ready, ready.
To the air goes Daniels. Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Ready up. Ready, ready. Warrior 70. Let go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Ready. Smash, smash.
Eckler again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels
Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Gun. Stop. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's a give to Brown.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go. Stop.
An inside give. Brown might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage.
Back now at Commander's Field.
It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
2nd and 9.
Here we go. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Big yardage that time for Washington, 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Daniels. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Flushed out right. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And that is no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On the handoff, this is Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
They give it to Brown. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Handing it off to Brown. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Here's 2nd down.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Get it, get it.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
On the set.
4th down. 10 yards to go.
Right. Come on. Set. Buffalo 18. Let go.
Daniels going to throw for it.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to be out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the marker, and they will fail to convert here on 4th down.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
12.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Running right, here's Brown. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I'm one, ready?
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Gun. 12. 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
12. Here we go. Stop.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
11 mighty. Stop.
This is Brown. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Right back to Brown. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go, here we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Second and 7.
Here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase
laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets